my darlings, welcome to a new vlog. Today I am dashing around the house and gathering up all of my remaining pumpkins. Let's face it, we are over pumpkins now. I know. Well, actually, is that true if you live in the US? Because I feel like Thanksgiving is quite pumpkin oriented, whereas here in the UK, pumpkins are kind of Halloween, and then after Halloween we don't really celebrate pumpkins so much, which is honestly quite tragic because they are such a great thing to grow, great decoration and delicious to eat as well. But I'm not going to be doing Christmas decorating just yet. I feel like we need to get a little bit closer to December before that, but I must say I'm getting a bit bored of pumpkins in the house. And it does feel like after Halloween I just want to eat them. So today I think I'm gonna do my pumpkin pasta for lunch, which I've shown you many a time before. One thing that I really don't like about cooking with pumpkins is cutting them, especially if they're raw. So I'm gonna stick this in the 𝙒𝙙 for 20 minutes just to soften, and that will help kickstart the progress. Today, later on, once I'm fueled up by my pumpkin pasta, I do want to do a little bit of a kind of, I hate using the C word so many times, but a bit of a pre-Christmas house prep, like just having a bit of a general declutter. And I think it was on Martha Stewart's newsletter, I'm sure it was her, she gave a tip, and she was saying how she does like a 10 days of clearing out to make it a lot more manageable. She takes a carrier bag, just like a supermarket size carrier bag, and every day she has to fill that bag, or a bag of that size, with things that she wants to clear out. And it can be anything. It could be your old gym wear, underwear, pajamas one day. It could be stuff in the kitchen, like do you have a spiralizer that you bought because someone told you it was amazing and you've literally never used it? There are definitely gadgets in the kitchen that I have that I don't use. Charlie is... Oh, that was quite violent, baby. Dickie just... Hang on. You can't just ask nicely. Nutter. That was probably quite well timed because I think I was about to tell you a really boring story. Anyway, so what I'm going to do this afternoon is have a little bit of a pre-Christmas clearing out of the house. I might clear out some space. Do you know, I might even like clear out our Christmas wrapping station slash drawer. There's just a lot of stuff that I feel like I need a pre-Christmas house cleanse, and maybe wardrobe cleanse too. So hopefully, fueled up by the pasta, that is going to be the plan for this afternoon. But anyway, let's get my pumpkin, technically red curry squash, in the 𝙒𝙙 so we can have this delicious lunch. Okay, it is 30 minutes later and my squash is slightly roasted, but not too much, just enough so that the skin is soft so I can cut it. I actually spent that entire 30 minutes working on my Christmas gift guides on the blog. I will leave a little preview on the screen here. Every single year we spend hours and hours and hours and hours putting together these gift guides. Everything from, let me try and remember all of our categories. We've got obviously for him and for her. I have to say the category for him with Charlie's input is probably the one that I think you guys will find the most useful, because I don't know about you, but I always really struggle to get Charlie gifts, my brother, my father-in-law. I find boys very hard, whereas for girls I'm like, oh, do I like this? Then maybe they'll like this. So I think we've got a really amazing selection on the For Him page. We've also got under £50 stocking fillers for home, for pets / pet lovers. I have found the most gorgeous bone-shaped dog stockings. They are adorable. Did I mention there's a home category, and then there's also an Amazon category as well, just because last minute, you know, it's always good to get something quickly on Amazon. So take a little look. They will all be listed out, each category, in the description box down below. Have a little browse, maybe it'll inspire you for something to put on your own Christmas list or help you out if you've started your Christmas shopping already. I know it's still early and there's no pressure to do any Christmas shopping just yet, but I say this every year but this year I do want to be a little bit more organised. I mean, I've already wrapped a few things if you watched the vlog where we went Christmas shopping, which is shopping really, in Oxford a couple of weeks ago, or a week or so ago. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this to cool and just enough that I can cut it. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get cracking with the rest of the dish. So there we go, my darlings, my lovely red curry pumpkin pasta. You can do this, I would say, with any pumpkin. Tomatoes make it even lovelier. Cheese, I would say, is essential, and either homemade or shop-bought veggie stock. So full of goodness and just the most comforting meal. So I'm going to devour this, and then we're going to crack on with the very productive, hopefully, afternoon of sorting. It's very garlicky. Okay, the pasta was absolutely scrumptious, and as I always do, I've just given the seeds a little rinse and covered them in olive oil, salt and a little bit of paprika, and I've roasted them for about 20 minutes until they kind of puff up a little bit. I just love snacking on pumpkin seeds, and I don't want any part of the vegetable, it seems weird calling them a vegetable, any part of the pumpkin to go to waste. So these, I'm going to let them cool down, and they are just the loveliest little snack. Okay, after all that pasta, I think I'm going to head out for a little walk in a second, but while I have my coffee, I feel like after a big bowl of pasta, I've got to have a coffee. While I'm slurping on this, I'm going to fill up my first tote bag with bits that I want to clear out. I'm really excited by this challenge that Martha Stewart has inadvertently set me, and I'm going to get cracking with this cabinet here. There are so many, like, very nearly finished bath oils, and I've just kept them because the bottle is pretty, things like that. I just don't really need that many products in that cabinet, and it's overwhelming. Every morning I'm overwhelmed with too many choices, too many products, so I think this is a good place to start. Okay, where to begin? I mean, I've had this, a rose bath soak here, for years, and why have I not used it? It's from a brand called Soak Sunday. Seems like the ingredients are good, 100% natural, no synthetic fragrances. I mean, it sounds like exactly the kind of product that I love, so why have I not used it? I'm not going to get rid of it though. I'm just going to pop it back. And then I think similarly, there's a bath oil here from the same brand. Why have I not used these? They've just been sitting here literally for years. Now I'm pretty sure these 𝑙𝑚𝑒 products, yeah, they're empty. But does anyone else do this? Just because they're a very bougie brand, I've kept it just for prosperity. I have no idea why. I think the bits that are going to go in this bag are going to go... I don't really know the situation with beauty products. Like, you can't just take a partially used beauty product to a charity shop, can you? I think it's going to have to be donate to friends and family, but things like this can just go in the bin. Why have I kept them? An empty 𝑙𝑚𝑒, the concentrate. I mean, I used to love this stuff, but my gosh, it's so expensive. An empty 𝑙𝑚𝑒 moisturizing matte lotion, don't need that. It's actually Charlie that used all of these, but yeah, these are now going in the bin because it's just clutter. Okay, these are facial massaging tools, but have I ever used them? No. But would I regret it? No, I'm not going to regret it. I've not used them in the year since I've had them, so these are going to go in the donate bag. I do use my gua sha tools, so they're going to stay, and this area can become my kind of facial oil area. Olverum, Pi, Elemis, lovely oils. Renaissance Mask, Nutri Active Resurfacing Mask. Again, I just need to use this. Brand new. Never used. What am I like? 𝑽𝒊𝒅𝒄 Rescue Mask. That just needs finishing. It's one of my absolute favourites. Then I've got a neon candle in here, but that looks quite old and dusty. I might just leave this out so that we actually use it. I've got another kind of massagey item here. I've got no idea how to use this, so that's gonna go in. And then I've got loads of eye creams here that I just really don't need this many eye creams. I'm sure a friend won't mind that I've used that once. Never actually used this. Oh, it's a neck cream. I do love neck creams. I'm using my 𝑿𝑚𝑣𝑖𝑠 one at the moment, but when this runs out, I'll move on to this 𝑙'Occitane one. I've just received my new Hair & Me, and I know that there's literally a tiny bit left in here, so that's gonna go in the bin. Why do I have three, no less than 3 𝑽𝒊𝒅𝒄 Rescue Masks on the go? That is ridiculous. They're all open. I need to just finish them. One thing that's for sure is I don't need any more face oils. I now have 5 in that area. Okay, not that this looks especially tidy or minimized, but I probably have taken about 15 products out of here, and genuinely this is like my rotation. So as I've mentioned before, every day I use Clé de Peau serum on clean skin, and then an 𝑭𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒅 Super C serum. So never ever getting rid of those. Probably going to need a top up of that soon, which is painful because it's very expensive, but I just love it. And something else that I love is this, which is the Renewal Serum with the NAD+ and peptides from 𝑃AI. I would say, I mean, not 100% comparable. This is like 10 times the price, but this is a very, 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 very good serum, and you could interchange them a little bit. And this is amazing for anti-aging, and they both just kind of make the rest of your skincare work really hard. I tend to use this one in the evenings before my Renew & Me, which is my active skincare, that's got like the ingredients like tretinoin and 𝑥alic acid in it, which are really good for anti-aging. It's a little bit faded, but I've got the 𝑭𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒅. These are very bougie as well. These are the 𝑭𝒂𝒕𝒅 tanning drops. I pop them into my evening serum when I want to give my skin a little bit of a glow, a bit of tan, and then I kind of cherry pick the next serum that I use. So I let my vitamin C sink in for 15 minutes. Then I come up and I'll use either my 𝑙 serum if my skin needs soothing. I'll use Clarins double serum if I just want to like crack on with putting on my makeup straight away and it's an all-rounder. If I feel like I want a bit of brightening, I've got this one from Bioma. And then I've got my moisturizers. I will either reach for 𝑽𝒊𝒅𝒄. This is the Daily Rejuvenating Cream. I love this. I also use this at night. It's got retinol in it, so again, fantastically anti-aging. And I love the Clarins Day Cream as well. Got these on Boots. And I've also got a Guerlain Day Cream here. So just kind of depends what mood I'm in. And I've also got moisturizers upstairs in my dressing room too. So there's a lot of options. Toners, I love this one here. This is from a skincare brand called Irene Forte. It's a mist and it's their lemon toner. It smells incredible. Or I love the 𝑙 Balancing Toner. I've got some essences down here, and if I really need to like wipe the slate clean, this is the 𝛼𝐻 Liquid Gold. So that's the next step, along with some cleansers down here, oils, face masks, bath oils. I'm not going to touch the next 2 shelves because they're already fairly minimal. We've got a few random things like some Dior bath bombs. I think I got these in a PR gift over a year ago, to be honest. And then I've got the 𝑙 cleansing balm, which of course I love. But this is going to be a little bit embarrassing. Okay. I don't even know if the internet needs to see this drawer. This is all the very much TMI drops. 𝑭𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒅 Lime and Lemongrass Essential Oils from Purdy and Fig. Wow, that's been open a really long time. I'm going to put that in the bin. It's the Goddess Skin Clay Mask from Charlotte Tilbury. More face masks, Blue Tansy Oil Hydrating Mask from 𝑃AI, Blemish Patches from Garnier, anti-blemish. Do you know what? I'm just never going to use that. And these are expensive, so I feel like some friends will get good use out of this. And I'm a little bit scared of these foot softening socks. I think I'm going to ditch those as well. I never use this hair massager, never. I just use a normal hairbrush, so I'm going to ditch that. 𝙒𝙗𝙖 Exfoliating Enzyme Mask. I think it's a powder. Yeah, it's just too much fat, so I never use it. That's very old. This, I think it's like a skincare device. Dermaflash. A puppy is here. Acne patches. Hello, Dexy. You're very naughty. Okay, I know it doesn't look 100% tidy, but again, I've managed to fill quite a lot of stuff into here. This is like that drawer that's just doesn't, you know, it gets opened when it needs to be opened, if you know what I mean. And then I've got things that are not glamorous, but essential, like a foot file. Sorry, that's actually quite gross to show you that. Face mask, blemish patches, cotton pads. I've even got these eye drops in here that are actually from Moorfields Eye Hospital. In fact, these must be out of date. If I got these from Moorfields Eye Hospital, it means I got them when I had laser eye surgery, which was like 12 years ago. Yeah, I'm not putting those in my eyeballs. They are going in the bin. This drawer, I always used to dread opening, so it was so messy. So I feel like we've done a good job there. What do you think, Dexy? Have I done a good job? And then I remember actually hiding this in here because Charlie, when he has a bath, he literally goes and pours so much oil in. This is precious, aromatherapy associates. So I did not want him using far too much of this. I'll give him a capful when I'm running a bath for him, which I very, very rarely do. Maybe I should, but yeah, this is my special one. Please guys, don't tell him that it's in here because this is staying hidden. There we go. Very pleased with that progress. Okay, we have got nearly an entire bag full here. I'm gonna have a rummage through my bedside table and Charlie's bed. No, I better not do that. Imagine if I accidentally got rid of his favourite night cream. I'm gonna have a rummage through my bedside table and also my pajamas, and then I think we will have achieved our one bag, which is just the very, very beginning. I'm probably not going to do this over the next, maybe I will just start doing this now for the next 10 days. That's what Martha recommends. But it's just turned gloriously sunny. So in a second, after we've done the bedside table, I'm going to take the boys out for a little walk because now at 6 p.m. when I finish work, it's pitch black and that is not enjoyable for me. So I'm going to work a little bit later today and take them out for a quick half-hour walk now. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, I think I did pyjamas in the bottom drawer actually only a few months ago, so they're all fine. I've pulled out a load of either really old or odd socks and they're going to go in the bin. A pair of socks I'm going to wear now, and then I seem to have, I think, bless him, Charlie's bought me quite a few of these as gifts from when my endometriosis was quite bad and I had tummy aches all the time. They're these microwave bean pouches, but to be honest, I never use them. I just love a hot water bottle and I'd always choose that over a bean pouch, but I'm sure some people will love these, so I'm going to put them in my charity shop bag. And then I don't think there'll be that much to get rid of, she says, in my bedside table, because I'm quite good at keeping this pretty tidy. My tongue scraper needs to go back in the bathroom. I don't know why it ended up in my bedside table. A load of sheet masks here. Yeah, I will use those. My book. I really don't think there's going to be anything in here that I want to get rid of. Well, I never use this. I'm not very good at using these facial tools apart from gua sha stones. Can I tell you something? I partially wanted to do this clear out because I thought if I just start rummaging through places, chances are I'll find this. Oh, please let this actually be what I hope it is. Yes, thank goodness. Because I was looking for this the other day and I could not find it. I wanted to take our mulled apple cider in this on our walk the other day, and I was like, where on earth have I put it? It's my 𝘼𝙙𝙬 beautiful burgundy leather flask with the little shot glasses on top. Obviously you're meant to put alcohol in this, but I very rarely drink alcohol. I just think it's adorable. And could I find it? No. Why was it in my bedside drawer? I have no idea, but I had a feeling I would find it if I just did a bit of a clear out. So very pleased that I have indeed found it. I'm going to take that upstairs. Now, I've obviously got my favourite current body mask, but then I've also got the blue light one and the old mask, and I just really don't need to keep all of these masks, do I? And then a hot water bottle contraption that you kind of attach to yourself. Maybe if I'm lucky enough to have a baby one day, that might be quite nice afterwards. I don't know, maybe I'll keep that. And a random tin. Oh, it's got birthday cards in it. Come out with my mother on a dog walk. She's on the phone to my brother. And the doggies are somewhere. It just feels so good getting a little bit of sunshine. We don't get anywhere near enough vitamin D at this time of year, so it's nice to just come out and get a little dose as and when we can. Hope you enjoyed those lovely drone shots. Wasn't it just the most gorgeous golden hour today? Golden hour at 4 p.m. It's just gone 5 now, and the good thing about, sorry about the cattle noise by the way, I'm just about to top up my teapot again. I've got a ginger tea bag, and it looks a little bit gross, but I assure you it tastes amazing. This is the pulp from when I make my ginger lemon turmeric shots. I've shown you that in previous videos, and the pulp that's left over from the juice I freeze into little ice cube trays, and then I pop it in my tea, and it's just so good for you. So I'm just gonna have my 12th cup of the day. I swear this is what's keeping me hydrated. I'm gonna make dinner now. Charlie has been out at the holiday cottages all day. We have actually been closed for the last couple of weeks for kind of renovations. There is a project happening very close by, which I feel like we have actually revealed. I will show you in an upcoming vlog what the secret project is, but he's basically doing a lot of like property management stuff at the moment. We closed the cottages down because of all this work. We are very proud of our 5-star rating on Airbnb, and I think we are like in the top 1% of homes, super host rating, and it's really important to us that everyone that stays at the cottages has the most perfect stay. So any kind of building noise or disruption, even the fact that the cottage across the street is getting rethatched, Charlie was like, oh well, there'll be straw in the street, and I was thinking no one's gonna mind, but Charlie just wants it to be perfect for our guests. So we decided to use this time to do a little bit of work that needed doing, and it's just taking up a lot of Charlie's time being there, having various meetings and things. So I'm going to cook dinner, and I'm going to be doing a Riverford box. We get 2 Riverford boxes a week, and it's basically a meal kit, so you get all of the ingredients portioned out for exactly what you need, even down to the like that is just a little pot of balsamic vinegar. It's kind of like HelloFresh, but I would say better quality ingredients and organic ingredient version. So if you like the idea of HelloFresh but you want something that's maybe a little bit higher quality food, then Riverford is amazing. And also you support British farmers with the produce, so we love it. Not an ad, we are fully paying customers, but I have got a £5 off code that I'll leave linked down below that gets you £5 off, and it maybe gets me something. maybe £5 off too. I'm not sure, but if you want to try it out, that could be helpful. We love them. Tonight is gnocchi. There's a gnocchi dish, but in the last vlog you'll have seen that I batch made a lasagna, and I have some spare minced beef. And I know that could be really weird with gnocchi, so I'm going to do a little bit of Googling. I'm actually going to ask ChatGPT how I would turn lasagna mincemeat into a shepherd's pie, because then I can freeze that as well and it's just something slightly different. It maybe even is the same mince, but I feel like lasagna is a bit more tomatoey and shepherd's pie is a bit more brown, like with Worcester sauce in it. Maybe that's all I need to do, add some Worcester sauce. But I'm going to ask ChatGPT, see what it says, and then get cracking with this. But you guys have seen me do a lot of cooking today, and I imagine it's quite boring. So I won't show you the creation of this. Instead, we'll fast forward and I will show you the finished dish when it's done. Good morning, my darlings. It is the next day. It is a very dreary day today. Charlie has lit the fire, so it's feeling really cozy in the house today. I thought throughout the day I would slowly but surely throughout the day show you a few of the outfits that I just love to grab on those days when you're just at home and you just want to be cozy, you want to be comfortable, but also if you've got Zoom meetings or need to pop out, they're still nice, elegant and smart as well. So starting with what I'm wearing right now, I love this colour at the moment. It's like a browny, burgundy, merlot, that kind of shade, and it is a knitted dress. This is from a company called Celtic & Co. And I just love things like this. I love a knitted dress because they're so comfy. I have got the thermal on. Yes, I have got a thermal on underneath. It falls to just below the knees, so with slippers it looks quite cute, but I could pop it on with some nice boots if I was going to head out the house. It's actually pretty toasty wearing it with a thermal. I think this has got wool in it. Let me show you a bit more full length. What a cozy scene. This might be a little bit dark, but you can just see how long it is. It's fitted, but not too fitted. I never want anything that's like sucking you into the tummy because it's just not very flattering at this time of year. So yeah, this is one of the first cozy, easy to wear outfits that I feel like is going to be on rotation for November, December and the rest of winter. So as I showed you a little tiny glimpse of, I've made another batch of egg muffins this morning, and I have filmed this for a reel / TikTok / YouTube short because I make them so often and I do genuinely just think they are amazing. So good for just grabbing before or after the gym. I just heat them up, have 1 or 2 a day. I beg your pardon. You're very vocal this morning. So I thought I would do a reel so that it's easy for you guys to see the recipe, and obviously you just kind of add in whatever veg, whatever flavours you've got lying about. Those 6 were made with just 4 eggs because Charlie had 2 for his breakfast this morning. So I would say if you do 6 eggs, it makes like 8 muffins, which is perfect because that will last me 3 or 4 days. And honestly, it's just the best part of my morning routine, having some nice, shush please, nice warm egg muffins. While I was getting ready this morning, I was watching one of Leonora's vlogs, and she was doing a tablescape, and it was a very beautiful autumnal tablescape, but she was talking about how excited she was for Christmas and for all the festive plans. But then she was pulling herself back and saying, no, I must live in the moment, I must enjoy this time now. And it really got me thinking about Christmas, but also the fact that Christmas is probably one of the reasons Christmas is so magical is because you are living in the moment. Like, I feel like in January, let's be honest, I'm really sorry if you've got a birthday in January, but there's really not that much to look forward to in January. So you're not wishing away the time. Not that we're consciously wishing away the time right now, but you know, we're in autumn. I've mentioned the C word probably a million times in this vlog. I've already done a kind of Christmas shopping vlog. I've even started my wrapping. Crazy. And yet we're still in the heart of autumn, which is a gorgeous season, which we spend all summer excited for. We're always kind of waiting for the next thing, getting excited about the next thing. But at Christmas, I think we all live in the moment a little bit more, because let's face it, no one's like, oh, can't wait to prep for January, can't wait for those dreary days when there's nothing in the calendar to look forward to. But yeah, it just made me think. Anyway, back to living in the moment. I still have a few pumpkins I need to consume, so I might do another soup for lunch, but then I did have quite a lot of squashy stuff yesterday. I put squash in the gnocchi that we had for dinner as well, TBC. But anyway, I'm gonna sit by the fire, do a few more emails, and then later on today I will show you a few more cozy outfits. Are you okay? He's just in a really needy mood today, and I love it. Come on then, buddy. Do. Come on, you can come here. You can come here. You can't put your head on my keyboard. Long while since I filmed anything in here. It just does not feel like a terribly wintry room, but at this time of year when the daylight is very minimal, this is by far the brightest spot in the house. So second outfit, which is just ultra cozy to be worn on repeat, is this one here, and it's again from Celtic & Co. I am going to be working with them on a lovely reel on Instagram, and I thought I'd try on all the outfits before we start shooting that. And the jumper, I wore this in, which TikTok was it? There was a video that maybe it was my Taylor Swift, you think I'm tacky, and there were so many questions about this knit, and the reason why I think it is so perfect is because of how long line it is. It could almost be worn as a jumper dress, but for me, I just love having a knit that goes below my hips, below well, as like halfway between my hips and my knee, to be honest. I just find it so cozy and so flattering. And pattern wise, it's just a really, really plain cable knit, not itchy in the slightest. Have I got a mark on it? Huh, that shows up on camera but not in real life. How strange. Yeah, just a really nice classic knit. And then on the bottom half, I feel like this is the kind of pair of trousers that I just want to put on every day at 5 p.m, 6 p.m. when I finish work. This is what I want to wear. It is a pair of super high-waisted knitted trousers, super comfy. I've worn them a million times and they haven't gone saggy on the knees, because that is honestly the worst look. They're a biscuity colour, yes, of course, still got my thermal on, tie around the waist, elasticated waistband. They are quite long. In a dream world, I would like them to be a few inches shorter. I could actually just shorten them myself, but if you want a nice, really beautiful quality pair of trousers to wear around the house after work, these are truly gorgeous. And then finally, I'm going to show you the slippers that I'm wearing as well, because these may just be the most comfortable slippers of all time, because they've actually got the sheep's fluff all the way down at the bottom as well on the insole, which makes them so cozy, comfy and so warm. In this house we have got a lot of hard floors, a lot of wood, a lot of stone, so it's very cold on your feet. And sorry TMI, but I have trodden on a spider 1 or 2 times, so I really do need to make sure that I'm wearing slippers in this house, and these are truly the fluffiest. I'd recommend giving them a spray with liquid proof, just so that if you accidentally spill anything on them, it'll just run off. But yeah, they are the most gloriously fluffy slippers on planet Earth. Okay, here is my third cozy, working from home, just want to be in the most comfortable outfit all day. I'm also thinking doing the school run, heading out to do your errands, whatever you need to do. This outfit is chic but also ridiculously comfortable. So this top is actually from Lily Silk. It's not from Celtic & Co, but it matches the trousers. Sorry, the lighting is so cool. yeah, they just happen to match absolutely perfectly. The lighting is very cool in here, but it is actually a really nice, quite warm toned, mushroomy brown colour, not the weird blue that is coming across on camera. The star of the show is, of course, this gilet. I just love a gilet, as we know. They are very popular in this household, and this one is reversible, so it's got this incredibly soft lining and then suede on the outside. You can flip it around to be the other way around, but I want the fluffy side on my body. Again, you can spray this with a liquid proof or something, but essentially I'm wearing loungewear. I'm wearing a knitted long sleeve roll neck, lily silk, and I'm wearing the same trousers as before, but the addition of this gilet just makes it look so chic. This would be a really great travelling outfit if you're going on a ski trip this season, then getting yourself up to the mountains, relaxing in your chalet. Even wearing an outfit like this to a pub for a Sunday roast, it's comfortable yet elegant, and I love it. I also chose from the website these little fingerless gloves, which are amazing at this time of year when it starts to get chilly, even just for dog walks. And the fact that they're fingerless, you can still use your phone, which I know is tragic, but very, very important. We are heading for an evening at Blenheim Palace soon, possibly the next vlog, and I feel like evenings out, when you want to be holding a hot chocolate, things like that, fingerless gloves are very, very useful. So they don't match perfectly, but I don't mind that because I will have a coat on top. So there we go, nice little gift ideas, super cozy pieces that I wanted to share with you. Guys, I nearly forgot to show you the trainers because these are amazing. They are also super comfy. They are kind of like a wool effect. If you can see, yeah, literally wool on the outside, this suede detail on the back and on the front here. I just think they look really, really cool. Perfect winter alpine trainers, super grippy as well. I feel really cool. I feel like a sporty, chic, cozy, comfy person. And just like that, it is now pitch black outside. The nights are getting so long as we approach actual winter. But two more things that I want to show you in terms of cozy, lovely, wintry, everyday outfits. So this is a new kind of festive knit. This is from Holland Cooper, and all the design details that we know and love. Got the buttons on the what do I call it? On the sleeves, really lovely high roll neck in this super soft fabric. And I just think, again, thinking of potential ski trips or just cozy frosty mornings, this I think might be my favourite of the slightly more festive knits that they've done. I love it. I love a white festive knit almost as much as I love a green festive knit. But I have got a very strict one in, one out policy when it comes to my knitwear, and as well as this I have another, I think it's a new piece of knitwear that has literally just arrived, so I thought we would try that on together. And then for today's carrier bag clear out, I thought we would go and see if we can get rid or rehome some of my lovely knitwear. But first, let me show you a delivery. Now this says it's coming from a brand called 𝑘𝑠y, and no, it's not the place that Charlie and I love for a Sunday roast. It's a really beautiful British brand. Funny thing is, their logo is not actually dissimilar to the Tottenham Manor Herd Cafe. Oh my goodness me, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is a mega chunky knit. I feel like if you're into that almost like granddaddy, super cozy, pop this on with a pair of brown leggings or jumper style trousers, a wax jacket and some wellies, and that is a countryside outfit completely sorted. Let's give it a try. Interestingly, the label in it says 100% undyed or plant dyed, so I wonder what they used to dye this. Field to fibre in North England. 100% BFL wool, soil to soil. So I guess what they're meaning is the fact that this would completely decompose or biodegrade. You're not adding any plastics into landfill if and when you ever choose to depart ways with it, which is really, really lovely. Oh my gosh, that is the coziest, chunkiest, most granddaddy knit. This is so perfect. Oh my gosh, I just love throwing things like this on, heading out for a dog walk. This is perfect. I love how huge and oversized it is, but also you could wear it with a nice pair of high-waisted trousers if you want to be a bit more trendy, some chunky boots, wax jacket. That is perfect look. Anyway, my battery is flashing. I'm gonna keep this on because it's so cozy, but rules are rules. So 2 in, that means we've got to have at least 2 bits of knitwear that we say goodbye to. So let's go and blitz my knitwear cupboard. So this right here before our eyes is more knitwear than any person, any human on this planet needs. I've got far too much. I've got a problem. I am a knitwearaholic. I just love a beautiful piece of knitwear. I would say this section here is mostly kind of sporty bits that I pop on before going to Pilates, which I know in itself is totally ridiculous, and I probably have far too much in here, but beautiful cashmere from Lily Silk. Lily Silk. This is an older Varley one, and to be honest, if I was to go for a zip up, I think I'd go for this one. So I think I might actually get rid of that one. I know a friend that will love this. And then these sleeveless ones, I do really like them. This one's still got the label in. That's not a good sign. Oh, what else have we got? I mean, that is just like such a cozy throw it on. The thing with Varley is it kind of crosses the boundary between sportwear and things you want to wear at home. The iconic Beaufort and Blake sheep jumper, they did create a new version of this with a zip, but I have to say the magic of this one is how oversized it is and just super cozy and comfy to wear. I think I told you guys this last year, but someone offered to pay me, I think it got up to like 10,000 US dollars, sorry, Australian dollars. Someone wanted to transfer me 10,000 Australian dollars to buy this jumper from me, and call me absolutely mad, but I said no. Firstly, because I didn't want someone to part with that much money for this jumper, but yeah, I mean, it is a great jumper. More from Varley. Yeah, I just can't bring myself to get rid of any of these. This Autumnal, it's a bit old school. I don't hear people talking about Autumnal anymore. Is it not cool anymore? I don't know, but this is actually a very nice cozy jumper. Don't tell me it's got a hole in it. No, just a loose thread. Yeah, I haven't worn it in a while, but I love it. More Varley. Ah, how funny. I have the zip version. Do you know what? This is an easy choice to get rid of because I will always just go for the non-zip version. Because also, you know, like I was saying a couple of vlogs ago, how they just don't make things like they used to. Beaufort and Blake is under new owners, or new something or other. I know the founder is no longer part of the brand, and the quality's not really been the same since, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Whereas my original sheep jumper was when it was Sam still at the helm. A few more zip-ups. Do you know what? I think I can get rid of this as well. Oh, we're doing well. I've got 4 in my hand. It's actually getting a bit heavy. Sorry, this is the worst filming in the entire world because it's quite hard to see down here. Okay, this is actually the last piece. This is a chunky knit, again from Varley, which I love and probably need to get more wear out of. This is another thing about doing clear outs. It reminds you what you have, so you actually get to wear the things that you love and not just forget about them. Well, there we go. I mean, I'm 2 in the green if I've got rid of 4, and that was only from one cupboard. Now we're on a bit of a high, so let's do this cupboard here. Although I think I've done this one fairly recently-ish, and I don't know that there's anything else I want to get rid of. I've just put the new Holland Cooper one in there, and obviously I'm wearing this one here. Lily Silk, gorgeous, that's not going anywhere. Mango cardigan. Someone left a comment on YouTube being like, oh, she always shows things once in hauls and then never shows them ever again. Where's that mango cardigan she was raving about last year? Well, here it is. I just haven't worn it yet this autumn winter, but I will. Then we've got a little cardigan from Lily Silk, really cute. V-neck. Do you know what? I really should probably get rid of this Prada jumper because I'm sure someone would really love it. And I don't wear it very often. I love these tops from Lily Silk. Come on, I just want to get rid of 1 or 2 more. These two are very similar. Lily Silk definitely copied me and M. Well, I mean, it's not really copying. They're just quite similar. Very similar. Another Lily Silk. Do I need the zip-up version and the button-up version? Yes. They are 2 very different jumpers. I'm not going to put pressure on myself to get rid of something here because all of this, as you're seeing, is so classic that I will just wear things like this every single year. This one, yeah, I do like sleeveless things. No, do you know what, guys? I'm not going to force it. No, there's nothing here that I want to get rid of, so this very unloved looking pile down here, I'm just going to get rid of these 4. And to be honest, that will probably fill up a carrier bag. Okay, again, I apologise for the bad lighting, but I thought, seeing as we're here and we're in the mood, I've only got 15 minutes of this left in me for today. It may appear from the vlog that I've done nothing today, but it has actually been a very productive day work-wise. I've done lots of shooting and laptop time that wasn't really very vloggable, so it appears that all I've done is shown you cozy clothing, but anyway. So, I've had this very rude hat since last Christmas. I didn't actually wear it this Christmas. Very, very rude. I'm sorry, I didn't wear it this year when gardening. I don't know why. I should have done. It's very cute. And then I've got ski goggles. Yeah, I should probably keep those. I've got a couple of these like fluffy headbands, which I do like when I'm skiing. That feels nice. Where's this one from? Mint Velvet. Lovely. We've got a Holland Cooper knitted headband as well. Would I ever choose that one over a hat? Possibly not, so I might actually part ways with that one. I don't think I'm a leopard print person. This is a River Island little fluffy leopard print hat, although it is quite old school, isn't it? I don't think that one ever actually suited me, so I'm going to get rid of that one. We've got, well, this one's still got a tag on it, but it is just a plain fluffy headband, and I always think, like, when you're ice skating, these look really cute. What I probably don't need is this. It's not even that covered in makeup, like most white hats. But then what if I go skiing on Christmas Day? Then I'm going to want to wear a sparkly hat. Not that you can ski in these because you need to wear helmets. No, I'm going to keep that one. Another Holland Cooper bobbly hat. Another very soft. Do you know what? This is a River Island one, but it's just classic. Some of these are just classics that I'm going to keep. Ski gloves. I feel like if I go skiing this year, I am in the market, or it is time for me to get some new ski gloves, but I probably shouldn't get rid of my old ones until I've got the new ones. No, that wouldn't be very clever. Let's see. Scarves. I've got my nice reversible Gucci scarf. Where's this one from? This one's really nice. Don't need those. This is Kiltane. Country. Ah, no, I think this one was actually from Amazon, but it's a really nice tartan. Is it tartan or check? Who knows? Right, keeping all of those. Ooh, here we go. So I've got my gorgeous ski thermals, but then I've got some plain, oh, that's a Buffy. No, that's really handy. This is my ultra cold ski base layer drawer. Currently no plans for a ski trip, but thermals, nice soft t-shirts, roll necks, more thermals. I mean, I love a thermal, so I'm not going to get rid of any of these because I love a thermal. And then, oh, this is a bit messy. We've got more. Okay, one does not need this many sparkly hats. Definitely not. That one doesn't have a pom-pom, and I'm not a fan of a pom-pomless hat. So that one, I mean, the quality is beautiful. Someone is gonna, oh, it's 30% cashmere. Oh, it's so soft. It's so soft and lovely. Oh no, I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it because it's soft. This is just completely plain. Is this that brand 𝑑'Orbit? Yeah, they really kind of had the market when it came to bobble hats, didn't they? And it's just a really nice, plain, simple one. My Chelsea Piers Christmas pajamas. Jules Christmas knit. Mega chunky knits here. I don't think these trousers will fit me anymore. These are size 6. Yeah, they're not gonna fit. Too much macaroni cheese. I don't think I'll like those anymore. The Reese Time trousers. These are the things that I can't bring myself to get rid of because of the memories, but I just don't need them. I don't need, I'll keep one colour. We're doing well. I've never been able to get rid of those before. You just gotta be in a certain mood. Right, I think we've definitely got a carrier bag's worth. We do indeed. Look at this, an entire bag full of bits that I am clearing out. That feels really good. I've got the dopamine hit now, and I'm really happy that we've managed to keep this up 2 days in a row. Give me 5 years and my entire house will be decluttered. I'm joking, but no, this is actually very, very satisfying, and I've made a little bit of space to justify my gorgeous new knits. Good morning, my darlings. Yes, I literally woke up like this, looking like Anne Boleyn. I swear my phone is listening to me because I started getting served videos of Anne Boleyn recently. And fun fact, literally the least fun fact of all time, she chose to be decapitated with a sword rather than an axe because it was more traditional in France or something, I don't know, but crazy. I definitely would rather be beheaded with an axe and get it over and done with. I imagine a sword is like, anyway, shall we move on? That is not what I wanted to talk about this morning. Why was I talking about Anne Boleyn? Oh, because I always think I look like Anne Boleyn. I'm in a weird mood today. I think there must be something funky in my strawberry tea that's put me in a strange mood. I made a herbal tea just with my normal mixture, and then because I have this problem with throwing anything away, I thought, oh, what can I do with my strawberry tops? And I just threw them in the teapot, and they've given my tea like a really nice summery taste, which is a bit weird on a gloomy, almost winter's day, but there we go. This morning I have been at my laptop working on the Christmas gift guides for the blog. They'll have been live for a week or so by the time you guys watch this, but I'll leave a QR code on the screen here, and if you scan this will take you to the Christmas gift guides on the blog, so you can do that on your phone if you're watching this on the television. My plan today, as you may guess from the outfit, I've literally got head to toe very dorky thermals and then my Holland Cooper fleece over the top. I just want to spend some time in the garden today and outside. Yesterday morning I didn't film it, but I had a PT session with Lauren, and she'd been on holiday, and then we cancelled a session when Charlie was feeling very unwell, so we hadn't had a PT session with Lauren for like 3 weeks or so. And it's always that first one back that is very, very achy. So I just feel in my bones, quite literally, that I need to be moving today. And yesterday, for various reasons, was quite stressful. I was awake at between 2 o'clock and 3:30 in the morning this morning, just stressing about things. And so I feel like today I need to just get outside, get some vitamin D, although it's very cloudy, and just be in nature for a little bit. So that will help me to calm down a little bit, especially now that I've spent a couple of hours on my laptop this morning. Sorry, when I come on and chat, I'm just kind of emptying my brain for you guys, so I apologize. But anyway, let's brush through these curls. And I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of tidying down in the kitchen garden. I'm going to pull down my beans. I'm going to do my chop and drop. I'll show you that as I'm doing it. Have another little tidy of the dahlias. The hair is too fabulous for a day in the garden, but it was very, very easy to do. So there we go. Let's pin it back. I would say it's worth going to bed looking like Anne Boleyn to have nice bouncy curls the next day, even if it is a little bit over the top for gardening. But anyway, I can't wait to get outside. I've got my fairly nice fitted Holland Cooper fleece on. It's just like your typical fleece, but the fact that it's got a little bit of it's got the toggles on the inside here, so it cinches you in around the waist, just makes it look that a little bit nicer. And I'm going to treat myself to a pair of cashmere socks today, so it's a little bit cozier for gardening. Anyway, let's get outside. Okay, I just came in to top up my tea. Charlie's been very busy at the cottages. And what are you unboxing, darling?
I'm excited to show you my tidy garages, mate. We're putting in a log, so we've obviously got the car charger up and running, outdoor lights done, which is great. Log store and welly store, because we're partnering with 𝘿𝙢 so that we can now offer our guests the right size wellies, which I think is quite cool. Yeah. Because previously we just had like the average sizes.
Daddy, I know what you're unboxing, and I wish you'd just crack on.
Know this?
I wish you'd just crack on, Daddy, because I know what's in there. I had my hair cut yesterday, and now I look so posh.
This one's my favourite. Yes, this is our different dog delivery. These honestly, I think you can order just treats. If you just want to dip your toe in the water with a different dog, treats are the best thing to swap out.
You've said the T word 3 times now.
Good.
You need to give him one.
Oh, and here comes the other one. They're coming, don't worry.
Here comes the other one. Daddy's home.
Oh.
Daddy's home. Right, show us what you've got for me, Daddy.
We're going to go for the, I always think, I like the sound of these, the original turkey snacks, 100% British turkey breast, and a sprinkling of thyme.
I actually tried one of them. I try one. They are actually really nice. Go on, give it a try. You got to try it before you give it to the dogs. Isn't it nice? Yeah,
I just think it's the idea that I've just eaten something.
If there was no food in the house, I would genuinely go and snack on one of those.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Oh, you lucky little boys. They even smell good, don't they? Oh, have we had this before? Calming support, venison and salmon with lavender and chamomile. Yeah. That will have already happened by the time this vlog goes live, but we can use it for firework night.
Yeah.
Are there any meals in there?
Of course that, yeah. So, then, how often do we have this delivered, do you know?
I think it's monthly.
So, we have pork ragu, which is fast becoming their favourite, right?
They love a pork ragu.
I mean, the recipes are unbelievable.
Ironically, I probably should have put that in my lasagna.
Yeah. We should do it on a chicken casserole. 100% British chicken, hand cooked with cabbage, carrot, sweet potato, and a pinch of parsley.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this is just, I think this is a great gift idea, by the way. If you've got friends or family that have dogs and you can't think of what to buy them, treat their dogs instead.
We deserve it.
Lamb hot pot, I think that's their least favourite, to be fair. Turkey fricasse.
Fricassee? Fricasse?
And then you love giving them these, don't you? Lamb bone broth. I mean, you're not getting any more, you little pig.
But Daddy, look how glossy
like
my coat is.
You look like Yoda.
Feisty one you are. Feisty
oh, fresh breath.
you
That's a good one for Dicky.
Yes, because I'm a bit stinky.
Lamb hot pot. They like that one. Oh no, that is the one that they're not as fan. Why do you think that is? Because they're so friendly with the local sheep. They're like, no, we don't want to eat you.
It's because Dicky thinks he is a sheep.
Yeah, venison bone broth.
Oh, they love that.
Anyway, so yeah.
There we go. So this is our different dog order. The doggies love it, and it's just such good quality dog food made with British bones. And I think,
branded, isn't it?
If anyone is going to get this as a Christmas gift, I think our discount code is 40% off the first few boxes.
Wow.
Which is crazy. So I'll leave that link down below. Right, who wants to help Mummy back in the garden? Daddy!
You're so
yes, I'm such a sweet boy. Okay, I truly have no idea if this is going to work or not. I'm playing around with the DJI camera again because I can use my little portable microphone. And my plan, as you hopefully can't hear too much, but there is a lot of strumming and leaf blowing going on in our garden. So first thing I'm going to do is just have a little tidy up here in the greenhouse. So just sorting out my geraniums. A lot of them, the leaves just need pruning, deadheading. So I'm going to do 5 minutes in here and then we'll head down to the kitchen garden. Okay, so I'm starting in this bed and I don't think I'm going to get any more courgettes this year. I don't think we've ever got even close to November in the past with courgettes. Most things I chop them, but I don't pull them up because the roots could potentially just add even more goodness into the soil. And I do a technique called chop and drop, where basically I just chop things up at the end of the season really small and then actually leave them on the beds, because then the little worms will have something to snack on, and it just kind of keeps especially something like a courgette. Hey Dexy, that so much energy has gone into growing this, and there's so much goodness in this stalk and in the leaves. So Dexy's helping me digging. It's actually quite a good idea to just chop and drop and let the worms have a munch on this over winter. Don't need to do the whole thing. I'll do a few of these leaves. Okay, I've taken the cloches and the stands off the bed, and I think I probably ought to take the bean structure down as well. So I'm going to take that down and clear away any weeds. Here's a label. What's this for? Rhubarb. We'll put that back. Yeah, and then once the bed is completely clear, I'm going to add a layer of compost, a layer of mulch over the top, and that will help to protect it and nourish the soil over winter. Right, This is going to be a fun challenge. Let's take down the beans. Beans especially important to leave the roots in the ground because they really are full of nitrogen and goodness. Okay, now that the bed is clear, I'm going to be adding some nutrients back to the soil. I've got 3 bags of compost and I'm going to add some homemade compost as well. As always, when I make my egg muffins or use up any amount of eggs, I bring the eggshells out, I rinse them, put them in the oven for a few minutes and then just crunch them up, put them here. And this over time will just add, I think it's potassium, adds a nice mineral, I'm pretty sure it's potassium, into the soil. I do the same with coffee grounds. I think that maybe adds some nitrogen, not sure, but I know that it's good for the soil. I'm going to cut open the bags of compost and spread this over the beds. I do need to order a few more. Ooh, look at that, nice dark brown compost. So I'm just spreading it out, and I always remember Monty Don saying, if you're not adding a casserole dish of thickness, then there's almost no point. So I try and keep it thick. Oh, have you got my pumpkin? Have you got my pumpkin? She can have it. You can have it, little girl. You can have it. Yes, you're such a good helper. You're such a good helper. Oh, don't lie down, you'll get muddy. You're going to get so muddy. Well, as you can see, it's not looking perfect, but it's looking a whole lot better and healthier, that's for sure, than earlier. It's been cleared and mulched, ready for autumn. If you wondered who that lovely red lab is that came to join me, that's Martin's little girl, Bonnie. And Martin, as you can hear, is mowing the lawns for us. But yeah, the bed looks great. The rhubarb forces adding a little bit of structure. I've got one of the beam supports there, and now the finishing touch is just to add back the crushes. Okay, my darlings, it's a few hours later. I just had some lunch. It was leftover of the butternut squash pasta that I made a few days ago, possibly at the beginning of this vlog. At this point, I've completely lost track. But what I'm going to do now is probably quite predictable. I was hacking down, as you saw, bits and bobs from the garden, and I've got lots and lots of green tomatoes. I keep calling them green apples, green tomatoes. Got another bag on the kitchen counter as well. And I've been wanting to try making a chutney for a few weeks now, ever since I watched Lauren make one in one of her vlogs a little while ago, and I've been scouring the internet for recipes. There are obviously so many, but specifically I needed a recipe that didn't include raisins because I don't have any raisins, and a recipe that included apple cider vinegar because I would rather use apple cider vinegar than white vinegar. In my mind it's just healthier and you get more benefits from it. I actually had a really amazing delivery last week from Willys, and I didn't realise that they're so local. They are literally in the next county along to us, actually in the county that I was born in and grew up in, Herefordshire, and I love them even more now that I know how local they are. But I've always loved their apple cider vinegar. In fact, I actually have some of their little, I think they're turmeric shots, and to be honest, I probably will start doing it again at Christmas, because taking a shot of vinegar before you eat a big meal really helps with digestion. There's loads of ways that you can use their vinegars, but this one is their fish and chip saucy vinegar. So obviously if you have fish and chips, this is an amazing vinegar to use. And then they've also, really interestingly, got a fire cider. A few of you guys messaged me saying, Josie, have you ever tried it before? And I have tried fire cider before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's basically apple cider vinegar with loads of things, including garlic and onion and loads of kind of gross stuff in it, but also some spices. I tried it from the breakfast buffet, which is the healthiest, most amazing buffet you've ever seen in your life, at the Six Senses Hotel in the Maldives. Very bougie, I know, and it was disgusting. It was so gross that I've never been tempted to make it before. But this says it's including their 300-year-old live mother, turmeric, ginger, garlic and horseradish. So aside from the garlic, which is obviously going to make it taste funky, it just sounds like it's going to be quite spicy. Creates the perfect probiotic environment for metabolizing a healthy gut, whilst loaded with the antioxidants from our wild organic apples. So I might, should we take a shot now? Maybe when I finish my coffee I'll take a shot and let you know on a scale of 1 to 10 how awful it is. But it's going to be so good for you. Anyway, I'm going to use the fish and chip shop apple cider vinegar in this recipe. I'm going to chop up my green tomatoes, add in some lovely spices. I'm following a recipe from a website called Supper in the Suburbs, and they use onions, apple cider vinegar, root ginger, mustard seeds, a green chilli. Oh no, they do use raisins. I'm just going to have to skip the raisins. Brown sugar and 200 grams of cooking apples. So let's head out into the garden one last time for today and get some cooking apples. I feel so much better for spending that little bit of time in the garden earlier. It's really kind of, I don't know, made me feel better in every sense. So I definitely recommend getting out in nature if you're starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed with everything. Before I go outside, let me show you this gorgeous little gilet, which I ordered from Nobody's Child, and isn't the detail just so cute? I thought for literally days like this where I'm in either thermals or activewear all day, or if you're wearing, you know, even if you're wearing, imagine jeans, a white roll neck, and then a cute little alpine cozy gilet. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Even the way that it fastens is cute. I ordered quite a few things from Nobody's Child, and maybe I'll show you some more in the next vlog. But yeah, very sweet. I will leave this linked down below. Now let's go and get my cooking apples. Okay, this recipe that I'm following is American, so they're using cup quantities. So first of all, we need 6 cups of green tomatoes, and I've just given them a wash. I have got more if I need any more, but we've got quite a good amount. So first of all, we need to just cut them up a little bit. Okay, we've got 6 cups of chopped up green tomato in the pan. It's not on the heat yet. Then it says 1.5 cups, which I think is going to be about this much, of onion. Most recipes say red onion, but some say regular yellow onion. So these are the small ones that I've got in the cupboard, so this is what I'm going to use. Up next, now that the onion and the tomato are in there, is 1 cup of vinegar. I hope this doesn't pour really slowly. It's not too bad. Okay, this is going in. And then finally, we need 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Dark already, but anyway, now we're going to add in the spices. My favorite spice, 2 sticks of cinnamon, Then the recipe calls for 3 star anise. 1, 2, 3. It's funny how you just don't really use these, or I don't at least, in summer, and then come this time of year I'm using them practically every day. I'm gonna need to order some more of those. 3 teaspoons of ground ginger, and also a few cloves. Let's give those a stir. Gosh, it already smells lovely and spicy. I've moved it onto the high heat. I just added about half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to let this come up to boil, just giving it a good stir. It smells amazing already. I'm going to need to get some jars ready, but as soon as this has come up to boil, I'll move it back to simmer, pop a lid on, and leave it for about an hour and a half. The lamb bone broth has defrosted now, so the boys will have that at dinner time. And I've still got some tomatoes left. Lizzie was saying she thinks they're really pretty and I should use them as table decoration. Maybe I will, because they're quite rock hard, so I imagine they'll last for a while. But if you've got any other ideas, and I've got a random radish here. I'm going to make myself a bone broth soup for dinner, because I'm going to need to take it with me, because I've got Pilates tonight at Soho Farmhouse, and it's right during my dinner time. So I thought I'd just quickly slurp some soup before and after the class. It's an hour later. I've done an hour of laptop admin. Ooh hoo hoo. Wowza, it's smelling good. In fact, the whole house smells kind of festive. I think it's the star anise, obviously, and the cinnamon. Everything's breaking down, but I know that this needs to go down a lot more because it's meant to half in volume. So we're going to leave that probably, I'd say that needs another hour, to be honest with you. So we'll leave that brewing. Okay, it's another 45 minutes later and I'm about to head to Soho Farmhouse for Pilates with Rory. Evening exercise is something that I don't normally do, but Rory wanted some company. I'm not sure if he's done reformer before, so I said I would come along, and I'm also intrigued to try it. But as I said, it's over my dinner time, so 6:30 to 7:30 workout class, when are you meant to eat your dinner? So I'm going to make up a quick chicken noodle soup. This is going to be so nourishing. Chicken bone broth from Freja, and then I've actually got some shredded chicken and some vegetables, Blue Peter style. Here's some I made earlier. So just let that come up to heat, and then I'll put it in a thermos flask. I think this could be getting too hot, actually. Let's pull that off the heat. Let that come up to the heat, and then we're good to go. Okay, I just got to Soho Farmhouse. I feel like I'm on some kind of midnight mission because it's so dark and it's 6:05, but it feels like we're doing a midnight mass or something. But anyway, oh, there goes the light. I'm gonna head to the Pilates room and catch up with you later.
And then we're going to do punting tomorrow in Oxford.
Okay, I am in the stretch and recovery room after class. That was completely different to any reformer I've ever done. If you have been to a Soho House class lately, you'll know that they've all had to change the structure of the classes. Every kind of class now follows this kind of classical structure. Some of the instructors are happy about it, some of the instructors are not happy about it, but every class kind of follows the same formula. The machines are classical reformer machines, so every spring is the same weight. And then you've got the mat and tower on the opposite side of the room. It was, yeah, very, very, very different. I would say overall, as someone who's been doing reformer for 4 years now, that to me felt like more of a lovely stretch than a workout. But actually I think it's important to have a real mix, and I feel like I really engaged some of my muscles very, very deeply. But I didn't like break a sweat or anything. But it was lovely to catch up with Rory. I'm sure we'll do that again soon. And I just grabbed a smoothie as my pudding. I had my soup on the way here, and this is so delicious. It's one of the tastiest things I've ever had. Normally I don't get like mango-y, pineapple-y kind of smoothies. I normally go for a cacao or a strawberry, but I'm gonna have to go and take a picture of the ingredients in this to recreate it. Normally, I don't like pineapple at all. In fact, it makes me feel a bit sick, but it's just so nice. It's literally like the best dessert ever. So I might become addicted to this and come and do the class just to get the smoothie afterwards. This little room here, there's these beds with the, I call them the inflatable trousers. They do like a lymphatic drainage. They're the recovery boots. And Rory's husband Nathan was here having a session in here while we did Pilates. It's £15 for an hour in the boots, and you get a smoothie as well, so it's quite a nice way to spend an hour. And Nathan was listening to an audiobook. It's so quiet in the gym now, I'm literally the only one here. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my smoothie and head back home. However, I think I'm gonna end this vlog here because I've been vlogging over 3 days. It's probably getting quite long. I haven't done my carrier bag of clearing out today, so I promise you I'm gonna do 2 tomorrow. Let me know if you take up the challenge as well to have a little bit of a clear. Actually, do you know what? I cleared out at least a carrier bag's worth of crap from the garden, so it was a home and garden clear out pre-Christmas. But anyway, my darlings, if you got to the end of the vlog, let me know what is your favorite smoothie combination, whether it's a dessert smoothie like this one or a breakfast smoothie. Let me know your favorites down below and I will definitely try some of them out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.